Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera to our beloved lecturers Puan Mazwina and our fellow friends. So for today's activity, me and my teammates, we have prepared a wonderful slide for our subject, organizational behavior, and our lecturer is Puan Mazwina Binti Bakar. So let's continue with our presentation. So the topic of our presentation is Lewin's three-step model. So actually, what is Lewin's three-step model? Lewin's change model is actually a process of change of the management model, and it includes three steps. The three step is known as unfreeze, change, and refreeze. Please continue to the next slide. So the alternative name of Lewin change model is the three-step change, or Kurt-Lewin change model. It also has a different kind of name that have known globally. In 1947, Kurt Lewin introduced the three phases of the change management model to the entire world, and nowadays researchers have developed multiple theories based on Lewin's change management theories or models. So for the next slide, I will ask for my group members to explain a much more detail about Lewin's change model, or the three-step change model. Please continue.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Nazrul Fiqri with Muhammad Zaidi. My number matrix is 08 DPI19 FN078. Okay, here I will explain about the Unfit Stage, the first stage of living three-step model. Unfit Stage is the initial stage or step of living change model or living change management model. In this stage, employees take mental preparation to accept the change of the organization. In the management system, unfit stage refers to breaking down the existing state of circumstance to take the organizational change. In this stage, also employees have to prepare their mental to accept every change or any type of change that will happen in this organization. The organization should practice the change communication strategy to prepare employees for the change. Okay, next slide. Okay, reason to change. For the Health Medical Center, competitors introduced the electronic system. And another reason to change, Health Medical Center also will lose their market share, downsizing and insecure job. If they doesn't change, then the ability to quickly transfer patient data from one department to the next or other department. And also is the space saving benefit of digital record environment in that management. Next slide. Okay. Then another reason to change. It also will improve the diagnosis and treatment to make sure the error doesn't happen, and it's in change care and decision making response from examiner medical professional. and it need to change to increase the number of patients served per day. And the management also need to change because it will increase productivity as well as the profit of the whole organization in their management. Then I will let my member group explain. Okay, thank you.
Alright, thank you to Nazrul. My name is Nur Ain Binti Shukor. My matrix number is 1055. I will explain about the changing stage. It was the second stage. Alright, um, changing stage is the actual changes that place in this stage when everyone in the organization decides to accept the change with positive motivations. Employees receive and adjust to the new working atmosphere. Changes can be measured or minor based on the organization's needs. The organization needs to provide sufficient training and support for the employees to embrace the changes. It is the stage of implementing the entire process of changes. Therefore, many issues need to be done consciously. Some employees may spread misleading information due to having insufficient knowledge about organizational change. So, the organization needs to practice an effective communication process within organization to avoid unwanted issues. However, at the end of the day, employees will be focused on practicing the new work. The organization should ensure effective communication among employees to reduce uncertainty as well as rumors. People may indulge in spreading disinformation and lies that have less information about the process of change. The communication must have a more specific character in this stage than in the previous phase. Communication in these steps is essential to provide authentic, accurate and detailed information on what will happen to those who have less sketchy details on implementing changes. Finally, it distributes the new responsibility among assigned people in the organization. Alright, the vision of the introduction of electronic medical record increase the quality of the organization. When all the employees using the technology in daily working days, it can improve their working quality. It also can help employees to reducing the time. The second one is to reduce medical errors and improve patient safety. Using the electronic medical record are lower risk rather than using the manual medical record. Employees also can prevent from making a mistake frequently. And the last one is increase the efficiency by decreasing waste and decreasing medical errors. When an employee commits an offense repeatedly, it will give a negative impact where it will cost time by correcting the mistake he made. The strategy to achieve the vision. Assign 4 months training for their employees for the usage of electronic medical record system. Within 6 months, the electronic medical record will be introduced in the orthopedic department. After successful implementation of the system in the orthopedic department, it will be introduced in all departments of the organization within 1 year. It will help employees to better understand the record system electronic. Not only that, with the use of sophisticated record system, we can store patient data more orderly. No longer must spend a lot of time to find the patient's name and information in the manual record. Not only the record system that we need to change, but now the medical technology in the heart center also uses a lot of sophisticated technology. For example, the National Heart Institute (AJN) now has a new scanning machine which is PET-CT. PET-CT is positron emission tomography, computed tomography that allows patients to get the right solution of the heart. The advantage of PET-CT is the accuracy of image detection between 95 to 98%. With the presence of PET-CT scanners, doctor can discuss with patients after undergoing this scan whether they should undergo angioplasty procedure, which is the process of placing a stent in the arterial tract of the heart, coronary or heart bypass surgery. Alright, that's all from me. I will pass to the last presenter, which is Taymisha.
Alright, my name is Taymisha and I'm from Santhirasekaran. My matrix number is 1066 and next I'll be explaining about the refreezing process. So what is refreezing process? In this stage, basically the employees in a management, they adjust to the organizational change day by day. So refreezing is also known as a slow process of adapting the new culture and atmosphere of the corporate workplace. During this process, employees and also stakeholders in the company may take a longer time to adjust to the new system since it's new. Next, the pace of the practice among employees determines the time of the refreezing stage. So basically, refreezing stage is the most crucial stage in the Lewis change model so that everyone deals with the new environment effectively. Since the management decided to transform their manual medical recording system to an electronic medical record system, there are a few changes in the company where they have to adapt. And the third one, the new attitude and behavior of employees becomes solidified as the norm of the organization. Next, I'll be talking about the communication in the workplace. So the communication workplace process should answer employees' inquiries and also any questions regarding rewards, control, efficiency, and relationship role. In this stage, the information flow should be concrete, continuous, and multi-directional so that the employees have a sufficient understanding on what is exactly happening at the workplace and why are they bringing in new systems of the personal associations of the change. Unavoidable misunderstandings may occur in this step. So communication is the key and the utmost important thing to focus on when a change is being made in the company. Next, I'll be explaining about the obstacles and solutions that the Heart Medical Center has faced. Although they have already went through all the 3 stages, they still had some difficulties, but they also came up with solutions. As a consultant there, one of the obstacles were an expensive software of the electronic medical record. So the solution, the Heart Medical Center, they chose the best software instead with the appropriate cost according to the request for the proposal that was made in the management. And the second obstacle is the training will be exhausting for the employees as they are going to stay more hours in the hospital. So as a solution for that, proper scheduling was done and initiatives were provided after the training so that they would also have some time for themselves and not get dwelled with the work that is overloaded with the change of environment. So the organization also provided experts to conduct traditional seminars and online module training for the employees to adapt with the change without any misunderstandings. The third obstacles that they faced were the employees were very worried about being unable to properly use the new system after the training. So for the solution instead, the organization hired an IT expert to provide consultation needed for the workers there. And the last obstacle was that they were struck to the new change. They weren't very sure how to adapt to that. So as a solution for that, the management introduced the usage of electronic medical record in the job description for each employee so that they know and they are familiar with the new change. And on the next slide, the weak points that need to be improved in the organization of Heart Medical Center. The first one, the program is slow and complicated during data entry. So as a solution, they contacted the supplier to insert the newer version, which is much more faster and simpler to be used. The next one, some employees still have low computer skills and they found difficulties in dealing with the new system that was introduced rather than the old system before. So as this is one of the weak points, they improved it by coming up with a solution by providing extra training courses for those employees. And as I mentioned before, all the employees were entitled for their inquiries to be answered. So one of the short-term reward provided by the management, since they have been keen into this change, was giving an initiative to the employees who reached 90% success in implementation. And in case of hospital incomes increased by 20%, and the organization will definitely raise the basic salary for each of the employee by 10%. So these were the rewards that were provided and given in return for the new environment that the Heart Medical Center changed. So that's all from us. Thank you.